All right, everybody, welcome back. Good afternoon. Again, if you hear that in the background, that is still my sugar glider. He has a lot of energy. He's running in his wheel. Just leave him be. All right, so we got more safeties to look at here, and now we are down to the day two guys. We have a few day two safeties, guys that are projected to go in that range of the draft, round two, round three. Again, it's not a lot, but we got names. We got some names to get through. Let's get to it. Xavier Watts is our first guy here. Notre Dame, 23 years old, very well-known player because he's been one of the most prolific ball hawks in the college football for a couple years now. About average size. His size is within the typical range of a safety, 31.5-inch arms. Didn't do anything at the combine. The big boards, we got some seconds, we got some thirds. The aggregate puts him in the middle second. The numbers over the last couple years do speak for themselves. He had a lot of tackles last year, but the real claim to fame here are the interceptions. He has 13 interceptions over the last 2 years combined for a very good team with a very good defense. So he is a big part of what happens down at Notre Dame. He is a big part of their success. And actually, if you look at how often he gets targeted, the fact that he's coming away with 13 interceptions on a total of 64 targets, according to PFF. And I know sometimes you get an interception on a play where you didn't get targeted, but the fact that quarterbacks are only targeting him this much, and he's still getting this many turnovers is insane. Almost a 90 PFF score last year. So he is doing some great things out there, and that's the name of the game here. His ball skills are absolutely elite. He's absolutely gifted when it comes to reading where the play is going, reading where the quarterback is looking to go, and getting there in time to take the ball away. And he is a takeaway artist. When he has an opportunity to take it away, he doesn't miss. He's not somebody that's going to drop a lot of interceptions. He's not somebody who's going to blow a lot of interception opportunities because he didn't get to the right place in time. No, he's special. He's really good at taking away deep zones as well. Really hard to get over the top on him. Really good protector of the last line of defense from center field. Also capable of handling box duties, so there is a little bit of versatility here. He's not a one-trick pony. His read and react skills are very good. His ability to read and react to what he sees is very good. And he's able to cover very tightly without drawing a penalty. He has a knack for it. Now, I did say he was capable of handling box duties. I don't think he'll ever be a standout run defender. He's just not got enough in the tank there. He's not a remarkable athlete, so I think that you are looking at some limitations there. He's not going to be a very good tackler. He has poor technique right now. And I don't think he'll ever be a man cover guy because he doesn't have enough reactive athleticism. He doesn't have great top-end speed. He's a guy who gets by being very smart and very savvy and reading plays well. He's not somebody who's going to make a lot of plays based on being a freak athlete that can just teleport to where he needs to be all the time because he's so fast. He is a play reader. He is a cerebral safety. So the book on him is pretty clear. He is very clearly going to be a ball hawk coverage safety, and he's going to be very good at it. Great instincts to find the ball. I don't think he's going to be much as a run defender or tackler. He's going to be, Quandre Diggs. I think that's his happy path to the NFL. And if you have a defense that allows a safety to be siloed in that role, I think he'll be great. Late second rounder is fine if your defense allows for such things. So, yeah, I think he's worthy of the hype, but there is a little bit of a limitation here, and I don't think he fits great in a McDonald defense. All right, next guy is going to be Andrew Mukuba. I've had my eye on this guy for a couple years now. Texas Longhorn, formerly Clemson, 22 years old. Kind of small, undersized, just under 6 feet, which is fine, but only 186 pounds. Probably needs to throw on a little bit of weight, and I think he can. 30-inch arms, though, can't do anything about that. That's really unfortunate. And I'll tell you, for a guy who's small, his 40 time was good, but I don't think this is going to turn heads the way some people were hoping. 4.45. When Mukuba was at Clemson, one of the reasons, I remember this, one of the reasons why people were excited for him is he was supposed to have 4.3 speed, and then he does this at the combine, and you're like, now I don't know. Like, you're dealing with someone who's very undersized with short arms. 4.3 speed would have kind of eased that away a little bit, but 4.45, not really. Big boards, we got some thirds, we got some fourths. The aggregate puts him in the middle third. Really productive last year for Texas. 69 tackles on a pretty stacked defense. 5 interceptions, big-time playmaker on only 23 targets. His coverage numbers have been really clean the last couple years. 90 PFF grade last year. Mukuba has heaps and heaps of starting experience. He started for years at, I believe, Clemson before going to Texas last year to be part of their title run, playoff run. He's got good movement skills in space, so if you put him in man defense, he's going to be able to keep up. He's going to be able to hang with route runners. He's going to be able to move in unpredictable and often unexpected ways because his reactive athleticism is at that level. He's got good ball skills. He can find the ball in the air and make a play on it, even when the odds are stacked against him. He reads routes well when he's hanging back deep. When you put him in like single high or double high or whatever, he's good at reading routes and anticipating where the ball is going and putting himself in position to make a play. And he's also good coming up in run support when he's playing back. So, totally willing to stick his nose in there. He is undersized, and I don't know if this is going to translate as well as some people were hoping. I think he can put on weight, but those short arms are going to be an issue. The top speed was very disappointing to me, like I said. He doesn't cover a ton of ground. He doesn't have the range of some of these other high-level safeties. He's not a good tackler, mostly because he has short arms. It's hard to wrap. It's hard to wrap up when your arms are that short. He can overrun plays when coming up in run support. He ends up out of position sometimes because he's coming up in run support aggressively, and he ends up overrunning it. So he's kind of trying to overcome some of his physical limitations, and sometimes it puts him in an even worse position. So there is less appeal here than I was hoping. Again, I'm sorry, but when you're getting advertised as a 4.3 speed guy and then you run a 4.45, it changes things a little bit. It just has to. But there are some really nice ball skills here, and I think he'll be relatively effective as a ubiquitous safety that can play up or back. And he's got a chance to improve in some areas. He could improve at least in some of his over-aggression flaws. So I'll go middle third round. I was a little bit tempted to bump him down because I'm just really having a hard time with the short arms. But I ended up going middle third round. I think that's fair. I think that's reasonable. Okay, so one more guy for this video, and then later today we're going to start going into, I believe, day 3. Kevin Winston Jr. of the Penn State Nittany Lions. 21 years old, so another young guy. And this is a guy that we know that we don't have as much data to go on as we typically do. He didn't do any drills at the combine. We know he's big, 215 pounds, 6'1.5", 32.5-inch arms, so he's got size. He's got length. He's got these really good traits that we like. So there's some good stuff going on here for sure. But he didn't test. I don't know if he's still recovering from the injury, but he missed most of 2024 with an injury. And the only year where he really put a lot of stuff out there on tape was 2023, where he was good. He got targeted 20 times all season, 89.2 PFF grade, but that's the only season we can really draw on here. Very big with long arms. So he looks the part. He looks the part of an enforcer, a big box safety. He's an excellent tackler. He can wrap up and bring people down. Really clean form tackler. He's very aggressive and physical when he comes up to attack the run, willing to take on blockers, willing to run the alley, willing to lay a big lick on a running back. Very tough to deal with at the catch point. He's so long, so physical. It's hard to get a catch in on him. And he's played so little football in college because of injuries. And he's so young. There is so much room for this guy to grow. This could be a unique opportunity. I remember very clearly there was a point where Winston Jr. was expected to be a first-round pick this year, and then he got hurt, and his star just dropped. And Look, injuries are a thing too. You do have to weigh it. I'm not saying take this guy in the first round. I'm saying this could be a first rounder who just got unlucky. So there's some great stuff with Winston. His game is going to be unrefined because he didn't play enough at Penn State. Minimal experience on actually like diagnosing plays. So don't expect him to go out there and just be able to read plays right off the bat because he didn't play enough to do that. For the moment, at the very least, we have to be concerned about injuries. I don't want to say he's injury prone, but that could end up being what happens here. He's missed significant time already. I don't think he'll be very good as a deep safety. I don't think he'll be able to do the center field stuff. I don't think he has the ball skills for it. And his change of direction skills are lacking. So I don't know about him in man coverage. He might be mostly a box safety that can also cover some tight ends. I don't know about him in a like center fielder or deep safety role. That's my one hesitancy here. So this is definitely a risk. I think it's a good risk to take. I wonder if he can grow into his role if you allow him to work on his zone defense, if you allow him to work on his instincts, if you give him time to improve in these areas. Do you think that maybe he will develop the instincts and reading skills needed to be good in coverage? So I would take him in the third round. I like him quite a bit. I don't know if he's a fit for McDonald's defense, but he could be. And if he is, he's going to be great. Again, this is a guy who was expected to be a first-round pick, and then he got hurt. All right, so that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys later. Another video coming soon. Go Hawks. We're on to the safeties. Those are your day 2 guys. Pick your favorite. Let me know what you got, and everyone have a good day.